Hey cruelty-free fam, welcome back to Shop My Stash. And before we get on to week 3, I'm going to go ahead and review week 2. And if you want to go ahead and just skip to the good part, then I will leave the start time to the shopping down in the description box below, and you can go ahead and jump to that time. But for now, let's go ahead and get on to our review of week 2. Okay, so I've got my bag in front of me. I'm prepared this time. Now let's get reviewing. So let's see, what do we have first? So I've got my brushes. These are all well-known and loved brushes to me, obviously. Like I've had my Sigma brushes for a decent amount of time, and I really like the way they work. These two brushes worked perfectly. If the Sigma started selling double-ended brushes, I would totally buy those in a heartbeat, because that would cut down A, to one brush, and B, would cut down on my space. And they're just fantastic brushes. I love the way they work. I love the way they blend, shade, etc. I enjoyed it. So as much as I like this highlighter brush, actually I don't know if it's a highlighter brush or what type of blush it is, but it was okay for using a liquid highlighter. So it's not the brush's fault, obviously, but that's something for me to learn for next time. I would probably choose a different brush going with a liquid highlighter. And then of course, my double-ended highlight and bronzing brush. This is one of the few things that won't change. I will continue to use this because I thoroughly enjoy the way it works and it does such a good job. So if there are any other of these on the market, I'll have to look into that. Let's see. Oh, and of course, my little partial blush brush worked just as I expected it to. I'm sad I'll have to move on to a different blush brush this week, as I really enjoyed the very little space that it took up. And I've got small hands, so for me, something like this, it works perfectly fine for me. I enjoyed it. I'll use it again. So I've used this brush before for foundations and I've never had a problem, but this is just like with the highlighter brush and the liquid highlighter. This did not go well with the foundation that I used this time, which is a whole nother story that I'll get into in a little bit. So nothing against this brush, wouldn't use it again for that particular foundation type. So we'll try it again some other time. Concealer brush. The only thing about this is it's got a big handle right here. If this were slimmer, I feel like it'd be nice. I mean, I feel like it's a nice grip for such a tiny little concealer brush. It just takes up more room than I expected. Not much, but just enough where I'm like, I still like this. It's very small and precise. It's okay. I won't be like grabbing for it again, but it's something I'll use again. So maybe at the end of the year I'll do a brush declutter and we'll see where this ends up. What else? So the Flower Miracle Matte Ultra Finishing Powder. I really enjoyed this the first time I used it, which is why I put it in there last week. Unfortunately, I feel like some of this, I'm gonna have to try this again because the foundation that I picked was kind of a bust, but not because of the foundation. I don't know, I'll get into that. And I liked it the first time they used it, and then I used it last week, wasn't a big fan, and I feel like that's not the finishing powder's fault. It has a mattifying effect, which I was really dry last week, so I'm interested to see if my skin remains the same all winter. We're getting into the really cold part of winter now. It seems to be how it happens now. The end of January and like February is the real test of winter, and we're really getting into that. So I'm actually wearing this today on top of the Colourpop No Filter powder, and I don't feel like it's giving me a white cast, whereas last week I felt like this majorly gave me a white cast. And I don't know if that was because of the foundation, which that's a whole nother story. I need to stop saying that. Or if it was just because of the way I used it. This is definitely going to require more testing, so we shall see. It goes in the okay memory file for right now. Okay, let's talk about the foundation, since everything kind of hinges on this. So I tried this foundation in the store, you know, just swatched it. I was all excited. I was like, oh my gosh, it matches me perfectly. Like, you can't even tell where I put it. And I grabbed it, and you know, I was super excited, and then I lost it for a while because I lost the bag. I thought I lost the bag that I put it in, and then I found it, and I was like, oh, okay, I gotta use this. Well, last week, like I said, it was very dry. I was coming off of some hormonal acne, and so not only did this cling to my acne, but it suddenly seemed really light on my skin, and I was super confused. I'll show you guys the picture. It looked awful. So I was really confused and disappointed. I thought, well, maybe it's because of the way, maybe it was the brush. Maybe I applied it wrong. So I let my skin rest a little bit for a few days. So I've only got 2 pictures to show you this week, which you'll see on my Instagram. But, so I put it on again on Friday, I believe. And no, you could, even in the chromey lighting I was in, you could tell that it was just, it wasn't my color. It was too light. I was so disappointed, and I was so confused until I looked at the bottom of the bottle and saw that it was vanilla. The shade that I had tried on in the store was natural, and I thought I had checked, but the packaging on this is, it just, where the color should be on the top, it just has like a random skew of numbers. It says TCDF07, and I was like, well, that should match, you know. And I don't know if it was I don't have, this is different packaging, because I went ahead and went out and got a new foundation of this same, as you can see, same packaging, so it's same foundation. I just got the next color down. So I don't know, I realize now it says on the side what the color is. I didn't realize that at the time, just saw it was in the natural, which is the new color that I'm wearing, slot. So my fault for not double checking on the foundation. I just got super excited. So I'll actually be giving this to a friend to see if it fits her. If not, she can do with it as she wishes. But I did feel like it clung to, I had some dry spots where the acne, you know, had just the scabbed over, and then I peeled it off, which I know, bad, but I'm picky fingers. So I felt like it clung to those dry spots, but I'm wearing this foundation right now, and I honestly don't feel like it's bad. And it's not like my face is, I did use the Primerizer, moisturizer Smashbox primer. I mean, I feel like it moisturized me, so I feel like that helped, but my skin isn't exactly very moisturized right now. It's a little dry, so I feel like it looks good. So this is definitely, I have to try this more now that I have the right foundation color. It's just, I do want to give another foundation another shot before I go back to this, so maybe this will be week 4 or something like that. But yeah, so everything kind of hinged on that. So not only, it's like with the mattifying powder, not only did I feel I looked yucky from being that shade lighter, which I did not realize how horrible that could make you look and feel, but just because it looks so different. But then to put that white powder on top of it just made me feel like I was extra like white cast, and so hence the retrying of both the foundation and the powder, because I was not happy. And of course I had an event that day, and maybe it might have helped that I didn't exactly look my best, but still frustrating. So we'll try those again another week. For my mascara, I had the Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Volume Mascara. I like this. My only problem is I feel like it gets a lot of mascara on the brush, and then you're trying to, your lashes just get clumpy, so I don't know if that's me, if that's just the brush. I don't know. I really like the, okay, sorry about that. My camera's angry because it actually needs to be charged this time, so we're gonna run through this. Mascara, definitely will try again. Essence, Make Me Brow. I love this. I keep using it. I'll keep using it every week. Smashbox. I liked this blush, didn't love it. We'll keep trying it out. It might be something decluttered at the end of the year. Okay, surprisingly, fell in love with this. I really enjoyed this color. It was beautiful on me. I'm glad I have another one, so that was very pleasing. The Urban Decay Naked Skin Highlighting Fluid, another surprise love. This is a very pinky pearly color, usually not my style. I'm more of a champagne, rose gold kind of girl. I absolutely adore this and I cannot wait to use it again. I'm so excited. So I'm so glad I got that on sale. The Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour. Another love. I have it in the shade C4. Love it. Can't wait to use it again. I'm so excited. I'll have to compare it to my Shape Tape because I hear a lot of people say that that's comparable. This is the Cella Ivory Lace Highlighter. Used this for my inner rim. Loved it. Definitely can't wait to use it again. I actually think I like this more than the Essence because it's not as, like when you put the Essence on, it looks a little too opaque, peachy. Like it's not a peach, it's a lighter color. This is a lot more subdued and I think I like that better. So we'll have to compare sometime. Ooh, another surprise love. This is the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in the color Driver's Seat. Magnifique. I'm actually, like I went to Ulta in the app and I saved a little duo of this. That's the same color in a different color because I loved it so much. I was so pleased. I'm so excited. Smashbox is one of those brands that I used to love, but then they stopped being cruelty-free and I was like, ew. And then they came back to cruelty-free and I was like, okay, but I've gone so long without you that I'm okay now. But now as we can see with the Smashbox Primerizer, I'm using more of the product. Actually, I didn't realize I had so much Smashbox this week. The primer, what was that? The liquid lipstick and the blush. Interesting. Loving this primerizer for dry skin. I might end up buying a full size. I mean, keep this and see if I can get a full size and then use this for travel because I actually really like it. I'm loving it more and more. So I have two of these that you guys have seen. The eyeshadow primer. I don't know if this one is too old because I felt like it got kind of gunky on my eyelids. I'm actually going to mark this and compare it to the other one because I don't know if something's maybe wrong with this and maybe the other one's better. I'll compare the formulas because I don't know, it didn't seem to do what it usually does. I feel like I normally like that. Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip in Aquarius. To die for. I absolutely love this. It looked perfect. I wore it on top of the Smashbox liquid lipstick. Would 10 out of 10 would buy again because I adore this. Please Colourpop, do not take the Kathleen Lights collection down ever because I love this and we'll see how long it takes me to use it up because I will totally buy it again. The Tarte Glossy Lip Paint. I don't know what color this is in. Oh, Goals. I wore this once. I feel like it's a little light on me. I may have to try it again over like a darker lip liner. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think I'm going to keep this and try it on a darker lip liner. If it still doesn't work, I'll probably toss it because maybe it's old. I don't know. I may have to try a new version of their glossy lip paint. I don't know how old this is. So we'll go from there. And of course, last but not least, Colourpop's I Think I Love You. So these are the colors in the palette. I I love these colors. Do not get me wrong. I am totally a warm brown, bronze, gold kind of girl. Like, this is my style. Like I said, I don't know if it was this or the Milani eyeshadow primer, but I gotta try this palette again with eyeshadow primer that I know and love, because this was not what I was going for. I mean, I loved it. I liked it. I just felt like it had more fallout than expected, and like it didn't have staying powder. Like I said, the staying powder could be contributed to this. I don't really care about fallout. I usually do my eyes before I do my rest of my face, so that's not usually a problem for me, but we'll see. I'm gonna use this another week with eyeshadow primer. Why can I not say that right? Eyeshadow primer that I know and love, because I love these colors and I feel like this palette is totally me, but I'm trying to be intentional with what I use and how I use it, and if this ends up not working out, I will pass it down to one of my friends who may be able to put it to better use. So let's get on to shopping our stash for week 3. All right, y'all, ready to start shopping? So as you can see, we are back to the original bag, and behind it we now have, oh, my Lanta brushes. So, oh, you know what? That is my, oh, here we go, knocking shit over. My super cute Too Faced Kabuki brush, which I use all the time for blush. So let's, it's kind of big, but let's go ahead and toss that in the pile. What foundation do I want to use this week? I don't know, but let's see, foundation. What do I have? Ooh, that is big and chunky. That is also big and chunky. What's this? This looks more like a contour brush or something like that. It says it's a buffing brush. That can be used for foundation, right? Should be. We'll call it good. So not contour, what do you call it? Concealer brush. What would be a good concealer brush? Not this one. This is all like highlight setting. Why is that one here? It should be in here. This little one might be a good concealer brush. We'll try that. Eyeshadow brushes. Wait. Yeah, let's do that. So I like this. Wait, hold on. That's pretty long. What about this? I can't tell if that is, oh, blurring. So it says blurring, so I'm assuming it's a blending brush. What about this one? This one says it's a defined crease brush. Oh wait, let me bring the other one back up. Which one do we think is better? This one's got like a dome tip. This one doesn't. Well, let's see what we have. Shadow brush. Oh, here we go. Oh, hello. So this, I have the Harry Potter brush set that I got. I actually got it off Groupon. It says it's from, what's that company's Storybook Cosmetics. I don't know if it actually is or not, but I like them. They work well for me. So we'll use this as the shader brush. And then which one should we use as the, I think I actually like this one better. It's round and fluffy. This one, I don't know. I don't know if it's throwing me off. Like, it says it's blurring, but it also kind of looks like a shadow brush to me. I don't know. I'll have to try it some other time. So we'll go with the round one. So I have a blush brush. What about, so I'll use that same setting and bronzer brush. What about a highlight brush? It's a setting brush. Let's see. See, this probably would have worked well for the highlight, the liquid highlighter. So I'll try and use that this week, even though I'm not using liquid highlight. So I have highlight, bronze, setting, foundation, concealer. I don't know what is with me the word concealer today. I keep wanting to say contour. Eyes. I think that's everything. So we'll put this back up here. And so I actually really want to try this for a whole week. I've worn this once or twice, but I really want to try it for the whole week, especially since last week was kind of a dud. So I want to look flawless this week. So let's try the Healthy Foundation. I have that, I have it in the shade LN3. Ooh. Since I was so dry last week, this is supposed to be really good for dry skin, and it's supposed to be a dupe for the Milk something or other. Something Milk, ironically, there's Milk. That's the matte blurring stick. There's like a cooling stick that this is supposed to be a dupe for, so totes gonna try that. Do we have a powder? Did I try this Brighten Up powder? I don't remember. Do I have a different powder? So this is a light beige. I think that's a little too dark for me right now. That's also in light beige. I have two of them because my friend gave me one. Oh, you know what? Let's try our trusty candy. I want candy banana pudding. Let's see if I can pop that open real quick. Look at that beautifulness. So I've heard, oops, let me cover that up, sorry. I've heard that the banana setting powder that Too Faced just put out with their, I believe, Tutti Frutti connection is supposed to be better than this. So I really want to try that, but unless I get something where Too Faced is 5 times or something like that, I'm probably not going to buy it until I finish this one. I like this one a lot, so I did just use a banana setting powder last. Well, no, that was 2 weeks ago, so I'm good. Okay, so we'll toss that in. Oh, primer. This is the matte one, I think. Yeah, that's a mattifying primer. Wait, I have a primer. What am I doing? I have the prep one. Sorry, my brain is a little out there. Okay, oh, you know what? This I got in the wrong color. I have in C7. Where's the color? I don't know where the color is. But I accidentally got this in C7, which is my summer color. I don't know what I was thinking. So I have this in C4 upstairs that I just got in an Ulta order because I needed, what do you call it? I needed makeup wipes. So I tossed this in there to get the free shipping with some other stuff. So I'm actually going to use this but in the proper color because I want to see if it works better. So I'll have to remember to toss that in there. Okie dokie. What do we have? Well, I don't know what I'm going to use this week. But let's go back to our tried and true Too Faced Shadow Insurance because I feel like I've been neglecting it and it is still loved. It was my favorite, and I mean it still is my favorite. I don't know where I'm going with this, but let's go with this. Let's see. And of course, let's do my Make Me brow. And how do I use this? What is this? Milani Shadow Eyes. So I know this says it's for shadow. I think I got this tip from Emily Noel 83 that she uses this for her inner rim, even though it says it's eyeshadow. I don't know if I've used this or not. I need to start keeping track of that, but let's toss it in. And then since I just wore an Essence mascara, I won't do that. What's this? Oh, Buxom. Ooh, is this one of the new ones that I got? I think this is one of the $10 ones I got from the Black Friday sale off of Ulta. It is called Lash Mascara. It looks very simple. In, come on, Blackest Black, I believe. Yeah, I don't know why it's not focusing on that, but Blackest Black. Let's try it. Alrighty, okay. Next, oh, do y'all like my new rug? I got it off of Amazon and I just absolutely adore it. It's so soft. I know I'm wearing, you saw my boots right now, but because I just came back from running errands not too long before this, but I'm actually really excited. I can't wait to put more rugs down here. Oh my, look at all the blushes. I just got this Laura Geller blush. I haven't tried it. I kind of want to try it out because it looks kind of shimmery and shiny. So, sorry, you can see my electric tape. I got this off of Reddit Makeup Exchange and it came broken and I was determined to fix it. So I pulled out some electrical tape and taped it together. I just don't want to try this for a full week in case it's too shiny. I like to be a little bit more subdued at work. You know what? I've got, ooh, do I want to try the Flower blush or the Milani blush? I think I'm gonna go with the Milani. What color is this? Romantic Rose. Oh, I just bought this. I bought one for me and my friend for Christmas because this is supposed to be, oh gosh, it's a dupe of something. I don't remember what it is, but it's supposed to be a good dupe of something. So I'm gonna try this. Okay. So super excited to try this. Definitely tossing it in. Do I have any other bronzers? What's this? Milk Makeup. Oh, that's a highlighter. Highlighter. Have I tried this yet? I believe it's a bronzer. It is a bronzer. It looks kind of shiny. You know what? We're gonna try it. I've already been selecting careful about some other things. Oh, wait. Actually, let's try this. It's Balm Desert. Oh wait, this is a bronzer blush. Hold on, let me open it. It looks a little sparkly. I don't know how that would be a blush on anyone, but I think I have another one of these somewhere. So if I want to, I don't want to try them 2 weeks in a row or too close to each other. So I'm actually going to try this instead. Sorry, Smashbox, but I tried a lot of you last week. Oh, and the Holy Grail. Okay. So we've been really liking the lip glosses. Well, let's see. Do we think? Let's see. So I think this is, what is this? This is the Cabaret. Yeah, this is Cabaret that I got last week. It looks like it's gonna be a good nude. So, well, not nude, it looks like a, I don't know, it looks darker than that. What about, come on, sis. Let's see what that looks like. Sorry for all the jostling all of a sudden. It looks similar color. I want something a little bit lighter. Let's try it on. Well, maybe. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Nope, wrong way. Wrong way. So let's take a look. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay, actually, we're gonna go ahead and use that one. Alrighty. What is this? Eurotrash? Why would someone That's very glittery. I don't want to wear that for work. Let's see, what's this? Ooh, this looks really pretty. Ooh. It's also very glittery though, and I just said I didn't want to pick the other one because it was glittery. Okay, so this NYX Butter Gloss is in the color, come on, Tiramisu. Yeah, let's try that. I don't know what I just knocked over. So I need to find a small palette. Oh, yes, okay. So I got this in that Allure box. Oh wait, I haven't shown that video yet. You guys are gonna see a video where I talk about the subscriptions to expect, and I go over the December Allure and oh gosh, what was it? Pura Vida subscriptions. So yes, I love Juvia's Place. I love these colors. I love that I could wear just one of these colors, or I can combine a little bit of them. Okay, yes, so wearing that. Love it. That was easy. I'll get to you, Huda. I will get to you. All right, let's see if we can find a singular color to go after. If I could, I would choose that color again, but I should not. Oh, this is a nice pinky color. I think I will try this one because it may go well. All right, hold on, there we go. So I think that is everything. Here is my little box of the week. Not sure if I can make everything fit, but we will try. I'll see you back at the table, guys. Okay, we're back, and I hope you enjoyed shopping my stash with me for the 3rd week in a row now. I'm coming to actually really enjoy this, and I'm hoping it's something that I'll be able to consider, or I'm sorry, not consider, but be able to do throughout the rest of the year. I understand weekly may get boring, so it may turn into something like bi-weekly or monthly, depending on how we do things. But that's part of starting a new channel. We're learning and growing and everything like that. I'm super excited to try all my new products this week, and I can't wait to get back to you guys with the review. So if you liked this, please like and subscribe. It really, really helps me out, and I hope to see you next week for more. Bye! Mwah!